Good morning, wake up chili pup. It's time to explore Fort Anahuac Park. So let's take a ride on the e-bike and check things out. The wind is strong today. I'll try my best to edit that noise out. Let's ride on the pier. You see these floodlights on the poles? They had them on up till about 10 or 10:30 last night. They are so bright. It was like a whole nother sun out here. Then they turned them off. There were people fishing up till that point. Did you hear about all those storms that happened yesterday? I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube. That's my go-to weather guy. Terrible tornadoes. I'm so glad I didn't take that route. There's the Matty Wagon. That is a great campsite. I'm glad I got the e-bike to explore this place. It is huge. So we're going to be taking the bike all the way down the road that goes along the bank on the west side of this lake. I'm thinking this lake kind of spills into the Galveston Bay. But we're going to find out because we're going to take that road over there all the way down. It looks like it goes like 2 miles. But I was looking at the map and it looks like a little creek fills this lake up and then it spills into the bay. So this might not be fresh water. This might be brackish water. All right, let's go explore. Zoom in. There's the Matty Wagon. We've come a long ways. So we're still on the lake. But I think if we continue on down, this is going to open up right into the Galveston Bay. Yeah, I'm starting to figure this out now. The bay actually comes all the way in on the other side of that tall grass there. So this road is really just on a really narrow peninsula. Just a real narrow strip of land here. Okay, I've made it to the end, and yes, the creek and the lake spills right into the bay. The creek's on the left, and the bay's on the right. So this is brackish water. Heck, let's just ride on through this. It's open. I see a trail. Looks like we can go another 100 yards or so. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm keeping my eyes open for alligator. I really want to see one. I hope I'm able to edit this wind noise out because if I'm not, this is not even going to be watchable. But I think I can take most of the noise out. Yeah, this is awesome. Other than the wind, it's a beautiful day. It's going to be a high of 81, sunny, but it's still very humid. I think they're calling for humidity to be 86% today. I grew up in humidity like this, but lately I've spent so much time in the desert where it's 10% humidity every day that I'm just not accustomed to this muggy, thick air. I can actually breathe better up in Leadville, Colorado, where it's 10,000 feet elevation. This moist air, man, it's tough to breathe. So the wind is blowing so hard that it looks like the creek is flowing north, but it's actually flowing south. So it's just blowing the bay up into the creek. So this is the Galveston Bay. Galveston would be in this direction. Okay, let's head on back. I want to read that sign up near a statue at the front of the park that explains the history of this place. So let's get on back and check that out. Well, there is one other camper here, this RV, but he parked in the grass, not on the gravel. The sign says park on the gravel, but there's not many gravel places. Now here's a nice campsite, but it's really sandy. It looks like you would sink down in it. This is beautiful. What? Electric box? I might have to bring my small power station up here and plug it in and see if that electricity's on. A bench here for bird watching. Yeah, if you want shade, this is the campsite to go to right here. If it was any hotter, I think I would probably move up here. And then I would just lay my portable solar panels out in the sun. So this is a good option. Let's see, trash can, picnic table, another trash can, huge oak trees. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. But the power's probably off here. It says no hookups, but who knows, the power might still be on. Now this looks like a day use group site. You could probably park overnight here, but I would leave it open for a big family. The sign says do not park underneath the pavilion, so don't move the picnic tables out of the way and pull your RV under here, but you could park on the gravel in front of it. See all these spaces out here? This used to be little gravel pads where you could pull your RV on, but they're letting the grass take over now, so it's much less places to park. This is the statue I was wondering about, the last stand of Fort Anahuac. Look how small these statues are. Look at these little tiny people. Who are these people? They're like 5 feet tall. Don't tell me this is Sam Houston and William Travis. I thought they were bigger than that. All right, maybe this will tell us who this is. The Road to Revolution. Travis. Yeah, Travis, William Travis. And the other guy must be Harris. Wow, I thought they would be like John Wayne size or Matt Dillon size. They're tiny little guys. Yeah, William Travis and Harris. What was his first name? I don't remember. But anyway, they were big players in Texas history. You know, Harris County's named after Harris. Travis County's named after Travis. But anyway, I'm skimming through this, and it looks like Travis ran Santa Ana out of here. Then they went on over to San Antonio, and Santa Ana got them back. That was, you know, the Alamo, of course. And then after that, that changed everything. And then the Americans won. Very interesting. I think I see a water faucet over there. Let's go check it out. Here we are. I bet it's on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the water's still on. I'm going to fill up my shower jug, but I've still got plenty of primo drinking water. All right, back to the Matty cycle. Okay, continuing on, there are baseball fields here too. These look new and modern. Nothing like the baseball fields that we had for Little League. They were pretty much just gravel pits back then. These are nice and modern. Look at that dugout. Fancy. Fancy digs around here. With covered seating to keep you out of the blazing Texas sun. Here's the concession stand here in the center of the action. Let me check out the restroom situation. This looks brand new, so that means the restrooms will be nice and clean. There's another outlet. You know the power is going to be on that outlet. See, I'm always scoping things out like this. There we go. Restrooms. Water fountains. Yeah, those will be nice and modern and clean. There's another outlet. Alright, let's head on over and check out the old restrooms, see what they're like. Yeah, this looks like it was built in the 60s. This one's going to be dingy. Dingy and dirty. I guarantee it. Okay, in the men's room here, at the corner, there is a shower. Does it work? No. Does not work. And this toilet and urinal is, I won't even let you see it. It's so bad. It's grimy in there. I'll be using the other one. Alright, let's go check out what else there is. Tennis courts. Looks like they're actually in the process of building a little parking spot here for the tennis courts. How do you get in here? I don't see a gate. Maybe it's on this side? Yeah, right there. There it is. You got to come in from the baseball field right now, it looks like. Alright, leaving the tennis courts, back by the old restrooms and showers, which you don't even want to go in there and look at that. Let's continue on. Oh, let's go check out the RV park. So this park, RV park, is right next door to Anahuac Park. And this is private property. You have to register and pay. And I guess reservations are necessary. I don't know. Oh, they got cabins there too. Right on the waterfront. Not just RVs, but little cabins, little tiny house cabins. Let's see if I can find the entryway here and see what the name of this place is. Here we go. Guests only. So there's the RV park. So take note of that in case you ever want to use that RV park. Alright, let's head on back. I just don't see a whole lot of places to park here. Maybe this spot here on the left. Yeah, you could park right here. It's gravel. You could park right there. A couple of cars, a couple of RVs. You could park right on the roadside here because I've seen photos of people doing that. And this little driveway here, you could park on it. But keep in mind the water comes all the way up to, see this line of straw here? This is where the water was up to yesterday. So you wouldn't want to park right in this area. You could get flooded. But maybe off to the left right here, there's a little gravel piece. Yeah, you could make it work. And there's a lot of parking up by the baseball fields too. I forgot about that. All right, let's wrap it up. I went a little long on this, but I had a lot to show you. All right, thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.